Hello, hello, hello. Hope everyone is well. Today we are doing Johannesburg to Cape Town. Good, now you're live. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Lanathor. Hope you. Hi, Kiki. Let's get us on the VATSIM network. We are South African Airways 4014 Type A320. Go. Interesting. But yeah. Let's get some things set up then, shall we? Sorry about not streaming yesterday. Had some family stuff come up. Nothing bad, just family stuff, and then I got late and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't be bothered to stream. South African Airways. Okie dokie, so we want batteries on, APU on, crew supply active, ADRs. ADs on. Let's come here and turn that on. That reminds me, I need to plug my phone into charge. Ooh, ground is now on. So we'll wait for them to set up a bit before we tune over to that frequency. And I'm just going to quickly set the playlist back to the start, because it's two songs I very much like at the start of this playlist. And I was making a cup of tea, so I missed them. I've been obsessed with this song all day. Yeah, smoke detector fault, that is perfectly fine. We will start our mass and balance. Load aircraft. 2-hour flight, so if we get off the ground at about 8:30, 10:30. Yeah, well, we'll go for real time, and we'll congratulations on 100 followers. Thank you, Kiki. Yes, I'm trying to get something worked out to celebrate that. Currently, don't have anything. Oh, wrong one. Currently, don't have anything yet. As you would have seen in the Discord, Kiki, I'm strip poker stream. Not on Twitch. Not on Twitch, at least. Our ground is 121 decimal niner. And Farah Tower is 12118. Oh, 118.1. My bad, I was in your DMs. Yeah, excusez-moi. Currently I'm thinking do my longest stream ever, but scheduling that in might be a bit tough. Johannesburg ATIS is 126.2. Well, Anther, too much info. Let's listen to the ATIS.
Rising runway 21 left. Expect ILS approach. Transition left. 90. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. O. R. Tampa International Airport ATIS information Foxtrot. 0930 Zulu. Web 2608. Web middle between 200 and 310. Tag OK. Temperature 18. Dew point -3. Altimeter 1025. Trend. No significant changes. Departing runway 21 right. Arriving runway 21 left. Expect ILS approach.
Okay. So that means transition level 090. Information Foxtrot. QNH is 1025. 1025. Boom. Atsu, FMGC, AIC menu, receive messages, load sheet, accept load sheet. Have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know. Invalid flight plan uplink. Great. That's really annoying that that's happening. Sad news about Bonnie yesterday. Yeah, I heard. Very, very unfortunate. So, invalid flight plan uplink. Great. Neck me. McDo menu FMGC. Active 20. Don't tell me my bloody sim brief changed its fucking thing. No, that should be right. And let me go to edit flight plan. Aha, it is using the incorrect AIRAC cycle. I want that one. Generate flight. Okay, so that is fine. We will... That's a bit annoying. But re-import from SimBrief. There we go. That's fine. And in theory, that should mean we can do this. Yes, beautiful. Right, South African Airways. 4014. Cost index of 5, flight level 340. We'll crest the wind. I do have another project in the works that is stream related, but that project won't be happening for about another year more probably. But yeah, for the 100 followers, I'm not sure what I'm actually going to be doing currently. In it. Yeah, that's all good. Got the same song. I like that old time rock and roll. Let's tune up ground and request our clearance. No, we're on ground, so we'll call in ground and request our clearance. Johannesburg ground, Springbok 4040 requesting clearance to Cape Town. We have information, Foxtrot.
Springbok 4014, good morning. You are clear to Cape Town with flight level 340 on request. After departure, runway 21 right, comply with the regular 1 Delta departure, squawk 4062.
Clear to Cape Town, flight level 340. Expect runway 21 right for departure with the Ragul 1 Delta departure with squawk 4062, Springbok 4014.
Springbok 4014, read back is correct.
Hell yeah. I'm mildly good at what I do. That's 4062. Auto TARA. Put that up. Mode Charlie. Let me get my list of shouts. No. Don't. You don't need to shout out everyone at the start of the stream. Just shout them out if they pop into chat. What am I doing? We want flight plan, we want Faro, we are departure runway 21 right. Oh, okay then. Yeah, don't need to give them all shouts. It's all good, it's all good. 3 Delta. I'm going to have to go to my chart and see what this departure looks like, and I'm hoping to God this is not tanking my internet, because it is not wanting to load. Okay, I'm going to cancel that and reopen it. We do not have charts. Interesting. Here's the alpha. Which Johannesburg departure in Ragu 1 Delta. Okie dokie. Well, we're just going to hope and pray that Ragu 3 Alpha is correct. I'll try one more time because I would really like my charts. That would be like really nice. Maybe if I open a new Chrome installment. Nope. Hang on, I found. I found a departure chart. Hang on. Departure. Yeah, that's correct. And then Rego. That one. That one's correct. Righty ho then. Okay. Let's continue getting everything set up then. How close are we to being boarded? Fuel is on board, so we'll start the ape here. I'm getting so brained by War Thunder Community joining the new Discord was a bad idea. Yeah, I'd imagine it probably was. Yeah, I can I can believe that. Okay, so I think we're currently waiting boarding. Ads coming up in 1 second, sorry everyone. Well, we can, let me check the chart, see if there's a climb to. Okay, so we climbed 9,000. Oh, go. They banned 5 different ninjas, and the Israel flags ban emoji. That doesn't help me. There's very tactic in the game. What? That game is something else. Is there anything else I need to do in here? I don't think so. Look, thanks for the luck, Clarky boy. Thank you for giving Clarky a shouty. Make you available. Let's go. Bleed air on. And there were supposedly military documents leaked, alright. Of course there was. I'm surprised it's only one. But they're probably just restricted, not classified. Fair. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think that's probably incredibly loud for you people because. Hello there, hi monkey, how are you? Yeah, that would be incredibly loud for you because I forgot to turn down the game. There we go. Sadly, don't have a premium scenery for Johannesburg, so we're just chilling out in the default. But still, isn't too bad. And I mean, there's a building in my way from seeing my plane. Show me my plane, goddammit. when you've got the Fenix, doesn't matter where you fly in style. I love doing jellies, I can tell. How are you doing? I am doing pretty damn well. This is kind of a apology for missing yesterday's stream, as well as a thank you for 100 followers. And yeah. That's all good. Nothing here. Let's do a system recall. Okay, normal, awesome. Bug break APU. Yeah, that's all good. But I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that's all fine. Yeah, that's fine. Once we get into cruise, I'll show you what I've been working on for huh? I'm not sure what happened just oh, I'm a man. I'm a person. How do I stop being a person? I've done something. Oh, there we go. Oh, and the chair moves. Okay, that's pretty damn cool. Yeah, but once we get into cruise, I can show you what I've been working on today. Yeah. You're a man? I know, I had legs. That's not normal. I'm supposed to be, I don't know. I think I'm the only person here today, to be honest with you. Which is a shame. South Africa's nice. Just waiting on another 38 people to board, and then we will be pushing back. Supposed to be departing in 10 minutes, but I don't think we'll make that window, to be honest with you. What taxi route could I be expecting? Push on to Echo Alpha, either Quebec or Alpha to the runway 21 right. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. And now someone posted the N-word in the general chat. My god, the server is a hellhole. I can imagine. It's like, what are we going to do when we put the most toxic community all into one Discord server? I'm glad I don't really play that game, to be honest. Huh. I look up there. Oh, there goes. Building despawns. Most races and homophobic people on the same server as femboys and weebs. Yeah, it's quite the diverse community. I'll give it that much. Actually, I can do that. Performance transition level is 9,000. Pop the jam. For a downtown man. That's what I am. America, I am. And when she wakes up and makes up her mind, I'm not so tough just because I'm in love with the uptown girl. Uptown world is uptown toys. Uptown boys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's today? Today is the 10th of July, so we'll be starting at engine number 2 first. Buy her pearls. Comes in. And I am. When she working, she's looking so fine. And when she working, she'll say that she's mine. The 10 final people boarding. We will ask GSX to prepare for pushback. I have not actually updated GSX in quite some time, so this should go interestingly. Ground services, GPU and shocks off. We will request push and start, I think. Crafty, you can fly to Greece too. I can fly to Greece. I can fly anywhere in the world. Some of it won't look as nice because I don't have the special airports, but vast majority of it won't look nice because I don't have the special airports that you pay for. But I can fly anywhere, I feel like. Let's quest for push and start. Don't actually know what stand we are, but hopefully they don't ask. Quickly check what the grounds thing is. Well, let's go. Johannesburg ground, just Springbok 4014 requesting push and start.
Springbok 4014, push and start approved, facing north, QNH 1025.
Push and start approved, facing north, Springbok 4014. Let's quickly figure out which way north is. North is to the right, so nose right, tail left. There we go. Parking brakes off. Beacon on. Fuel pumps on. Start engine number 2. Oh goodness, bit laggy. Ooh, you're not streaming on Monday anymore, though. I'm flying on Monday, 20th. Parking brake set. There we go. Confirm good engine start. Well, I hope you do have a fun trip, Kiki. Monday, 20th of July, I will not be streaming VATSIM because I will be having a uni. Well, hang on. I'm assuming you'd be flying Prague. Where to? Tell me where you're flying, and I'll see if I could see, and I'll check how long of a flight that actually would be. Initialize weights, dismiss, send to McDo, departure performance, sync weather, sync load sheet. Phoenix, send to McDo. Departure performance. Not sure why that's not letting me sync that. Let's see, if I go in here, it gives me 69.1, 30.4. 69.1 and 30.4. Calculate. Send to McDo. Down 4 flaps 1. There we go. Go in here and flight log. So we want flight control. Down 4. There we go. And flap 1. Because depending on how long the flight is, I might be able to do it. Let's quickly do a flight control check, and then we will request taxi. Full right, full left, neutral. Full left, full right, neutral. Full forward, full back, neutral. Cool. That is all good. Predictive wind shear can come on. This can come back to middle. APU can come off. Springbok 4014 requesting taxi.
Springbok 4014, taxi to holding point Quebec for runway 21 right via Echo Alpha.
Taxiing to holding point Quebec for 21 right via Echo Alpha, Springbok 4014. Righty ho then. Taxi lights on. Brakes off. Moving, test brakes. Brakes work, there we go. Let's get a roll on. Max, auto, brake, cabin. Waiting for them to say they're ready. Get that on. There we go. Now we're just waiting for the cabin. Coolio. And taxing, so we'll just turn right here, then take a left. All the way up, and then eventually it'll get to a split. There we go. I hope the music's at a good level. If it's too loud, too quiet, just let me know. Music is good. Fantastic. I want to do a bit of a longer flight, and this one is actually, well, scheduled to be exactly 2 hours. So this one should be pretty damn good. Just need to let the dog in once I make this turn. Dog is in and very happy. And now we take this left onto Alpha. Cabin is ready. Takeoff config. Check. Definitely gonna have to pick up the Johannesburg scenery at some point. Because once PMGG released the 747, I'm definitely gonna be doing some big ops out of here. Plan to do some 747-400 ops. And I'm hoping PMGG release the SP because that would be pretty cool. You as you feel so young. You make me feel so young. Make me feel the spring has sprung. I can see you now. Such a happy individual. I'm touching just like a toy balloon. Bit off center for the taxi, but that's fine. And soon I should get a handover to Tower, which is our good friend Veracity.
Springbok 4014, contact tower 118 decimal 1. Bye bye.
Over to Tower 118.1. Thanks for the ADC, Springbok 4014. I'll monitor Tower for a second. What are you? November, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yes, he will see you on the Tower. Yeah, so you should be able to hear Veracity in a second, and if you go over to Veracity stream, you should be able to hear me in a second. We'll just wait until we get up towards our actual entrance point to the runway before we contact. I'll slow down a little bit because I feel like we're taxing a bit too fast. There we go. Hello, my lovelies. Hello, Zoe. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. We are in the thing that you despise. Upland. Plun. A South African plun. There you go. Stupid question, but is the ATC pre-recorder, is there some guy singing the controller? It is other people of the VATSIM community that are controlling. It is real people. It's why I love VATSIM so much, because it's real people, not AI. Johannesburg Tower, Springbok 4014, holding shore runway 21 right at Quebec. We are ready.
Springbok 4014, when start during grade at second notch, runway 21 right.
Clear for takeoff runway 21 right, Springbok 4014. There we go, that was Veracity giving us clearance to line up and take off runway 21 right at Johannesburg. There we go, we will start the chrono, throttle up about half the way. And thrust stable. Oh god, I hate having to... There we go. Flex SRS runway. 80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive right gear up. We'll pop autopilot on. There we go. Goodbye, Johannesburg. There we go. Springbok 4014 airborne passing 7,500.
Springbok 4014, no further digit available, monitor Unicorn 122.8, bye-bye.
Over to you, Unicorn. Thanks for the AC. Have a great day. Springbok 4014. There we go. Over to Unicom 122.8. So no ATC for now, but oh goodness me. Let's continue this climb up to our altitude. Cruise altitude 340. Open climb. Yeah, control and video game sounds cool and very unemployed at the same time. It is pretty decently unemployed, but it is very nifty. You get the whole thing, yeah. Like with ATC, assuming there was full ATC coverage when taking off, I'd have to tune delivery and request my clearance. They would then tell me to go over to ground, request my my pushback clearance, then taxi. Ground would tell me to go over to tower. Tower would tell me to line up on the runway, take off, that kind of stuff. They would then tell me to go over to approach. Approach would give me further climb, and then I'd go over to sensor control, which would then give me, directs and keep me separated from other traffic. And then, obviously, the inverse, then down to arrivals, tower, ground. There you go, when you arrive. Right. There's life of a bird, and then I'd fly. Ad break coming up in about 2.5 minutes. There we go. Yeah, seatbelts can come off, that should be fine. I'll go to airports and increase up to 40 miles. Flight plan discontinuity, no, that can be added. Insert, there we go. And we want fact arrival. We'll do the ILS Zulu for 19, and we're doing the Aradas 1 Bravo arrival. Insert plan, there we go, cool. Distance, we have 687 nautical miles to go, expecting it at about 12:12 Zulu. Now we just get to sit back, relax, and enjoy some chats. Yeah, that's all good, cool. That's down, that is all sorted. Cool. Oh, micro. It gets even more nerdy than just what I just explained. Because on VATSIM, if you are going, say, transatlantic, you have to go onto a website for VATSIM, file for oceanic clearance like they do in real life. You then, assuming you don't have ADSB, which is just automatic reporting, you would have to radio in every time you reach a waypoint and update them of your time. For that oceanic clearance, you have to file it. I believe it's 45 minutes before you enter oceanic airspace. And then if your time of expected entry goes is either earlier, either you're 3 minutes early or 3 minutes late, you have to update that. You have to refile for clearance. It's incredibly nerdy. You don't have to pre-file for. How is that fun for someone even? It's called autism. No, I don't know. Hello, Zoe. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Oh, goodness me. Laggy. I didn't get that flavor of autism. It seems like, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've thought about doing ATC training, but I mean, it's not really my kind of thing. I more prefer the flying part. But it's nice, instead of just either listening to the normal simulator AI driven ATC, you get to actually talk real people, have human interaction, and it's more like doing the real thing. It's quite nice. Good practice too. I'd like to jump out of the cab while it's moving, thanks. Oh, that kind of day. Uh, and also, yeah, do if you're comfortable, do share. We're always here to talk it. I have mini me with me. Mini me with me. One of the children. I wouldn't say Josh is very mini. He's giant. Isn't he like 6'7" or something? My daughter. Ah, surely it's not that bad. far so easily. Oh, my love on me. I'm sure your daughter's a lovely person and not at all annoying like Josh. I mean, what? Who said that? Jesus, Wendy. She is the exact copy of me and personality. Oh, so literally, is she shorter than you too? Because that would just perfect the mini-me joke. I don't think we'll see from here, but I just checked the. Yeah, we can't see from here, but over in that direction is a Concorde flying into Johannesburg, which is a shame because I've seen a Concorde once on VATSIM and it was spectacular. And I dream of one day flying with one once again. Strong wind today, isn't it? Yeah, strong wind, strong wind. Once we hit cruise, I'll bring up the thing I was mischievously up to today. Actually, I don't think I saved it, so I don't know if it actually be there for me to show yous. Ah, it is still here. Goody goody. Cool, I do have it. That's nice. Should probably close a few tabs that way it doesn't affect my performance too much. So I'm guessing you either get along incredibly well or you butter it a lot. One of the two. Also, if you like flight sim, well, VATSIM, uh, you should go follow. Hang on. If you like VATSIM, go check out Vocacious Veracity. He was our lovely tower controller as we departed. Good old what should we call it? I should know the name. Johannesburg, that one. I said it that many bloody times, you'd think I'd know. You could tell me I could, but at the same time, I still want to do something. It's nifty stuff, and I still want to touch it. Oh, I remember. I knew I forgot something, and I did. Give me a second. It. No, my Shouties. You can do the rest of them, okay? Do you have a timeline on a new PC for laptop studies yet? Slash laptop for studies yet? I do not need a new PC slash laptop for studies. My current laptop, and I also have a smaller, more just work dedicated laptop, that handle that perfectly fine. The new PC is purely for my own egotistical gaming requirements. There we go. And oh Jesus, I always forget to deselect the just mouse orbit thing. There we go. Pin, end of stream, hide for self. Perfect. No crafting. It's for studies. That's how we're selling it. Ah, of course, of course. Studies, studies. Yeah. Timeline. Currently, assuming I don't find work, I'm expecting sometime around this time next year. Currently estimating about winter southern hemisphere, summer northern hemisphere, next year for when I'd be able to get a PC. Crafty, yes, for studies. Jesus, yeah, of course. My bad, my bad. I misspoke. Uh, if I can get a job, which I really want to get a job, but at the same time, the Australian economy is taking a downturn, so that's a bit rough. But that's besides the point. So, cool rat cruise. But yeah, if I can get a job, I'm looking at hopefully Christmas or early next year. One of the two. That's the goal. But as I said, I've been unsuccessful in finding a job in the last 2 months. To be fair, I've only been looking at one store, but I mean, I'm in no rush currently. I'm still studying. I don't finish uni for the year until October. After mid-October, I don't have uni until March next year. So if I hit October, I'll just start applying it anywhere. But I'm currently just looking at my local supermarket because they have decent hours and stuff, as well as employee benefits. Ooh. Thank you, Kiki. But yeah, tis the goal. I'm just going to get a pre-built one because I'm not smart enough and I'm too nervous to build a custom one. So I'm just going to buy one from a store. But I'm going to get all the specs checked by a few flight sim friends I know that have better PCs and things. Also my favorite thing. Yes, yes, yes. It is a good feeling doing it, isn't it? But yeah, that's the plansies. Get that all done. And once I've got a proper PC that I can just switch the monitor off, so that way I'm not blinded because it is in my room. So, obviously depending on what if I get a job and stuff like that. But once I do get a new PC, I will hopefully be able to do long haul streams. And when I say long haul streams, I mean I'd start at my regular time of about 7:30 Australian Eastern Standard. Get in the air, stick around, chit chat for about 2-3 hours. Then I'd leave it in cruise, pop up a little message that says crew rest period, be back at such and such Zulu. And then when I wake up, I'd quickly have breakfast, and then I'd come back to stream while we're still on cruise. During that period, I'd disconnect from the VATSIM network because flying while AFK is not permitted. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I've never actually done a overnight flight. All my long haul flights, which I think my longest is 12 hours, was I did it as soon as I woke up in the morning because I do not want to leave my laptop running overnight. I don't trust it. Plus, it would be very bright in my room. I'm also hoping that assuming I don't win the lottery and buy a new PC next week, that by the time I get a new PC, I'll also be able to get the PM. It feels so good that it does. But yeah, I'm hoping by that point I'd be able to hoping PMDG has released the 747. I'm hoping it performs well enough that if it releases before I get a new computer, I can play it on this computer. If not, it'll just sit in my library of purchased items until I. Oh, by the way, new donation. New donation there. Really? God damn it! People are lovely. I mean, I did a thingy. There you go. I have an Ko-fi. It's supposed to post the link every half hour, but I've never seen it actually do it. And I'm starting to question if I'm going crazy and I didn't set it up correctly. I swear I set it up correctly, but I'm starting to think I'm going crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping PMGG releases that in time for me to use it on the new PC. Because that 747, I do love Airbus. Simple, beautiful, absolute masterpiece. But at the same time, you can't beat a 747. I mean, in terms of which ones I'd get, financially, it would probably be wise to just get the Dash 400 because that's the one Qantas and British Airways use the most. And that would be the two airlines I fly the most. But there is something about the classics, the 200, that I would absolutely love to have. And I also would quite enjoy the idea of Veracity. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I hope your stream went well. Thank you so much for the ATC. That was wonderful to have you. Yeah, Uncle Clark's this morning came mutation. Awesome. We were just discussing me getting a new PC sometime in the future, and also why's my brain stopped working? And also hoping for the PMDG 747 because I mean I highly doubt they'll make the 747 SP. But the SP would be sick as hell to have, because could you imagine doing Johannesburg to Heathrow ops with how South African flew it? Because of the apartheid government. Bad, bad political situation. Cool as hell airline to get around that. I'll say that. Using the SP to fly around the entire coast of Africa because all of Africa cut them off that would be a sick as hell flight to do, I think. But thank you for the rate. I hope your stream went well. Now that we're in cruise, I will show the thingy that I've been working on. Chrome, show yourself. You don't want to show yourself. Chrome, show yourself. Ta-da! Now this probably looks a bit manic to most of you. This is a website called SkyVector. It basically lets you plan flights. Not in great detail like SimBrief does. SimBrief. This is what I use to create the flight plans we use on stream. But this just gives me a rough idea. This is a very rough thing. Not all these stops are correct. There are some that need to be worked on. But this is a giant circle, basically. Not circle. Loop. There's a giant loop. Basically connecting. That's an over. There we go. Connecting London Heathrow to London Heathrow in a series I would love to do one day in the future with the PMDG 747 with a British Airways probably standard livery because it is very pretty, the standard livery. But it would be flying from the capital of the United Kingdom, London, to every capital of the British independent nations from the British Empire, from when the British Empire was at its peak. So we'd be going to places like Toronto, Belize, Dublin, Falkland Islands, Nigeria, South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Kenya, Tanzania, Pakistan, India, Jordan, Oman, Singapore, Malaysia, New Zealand, Australia, Papua New Guinea. And I mean, I think it would be an awesome flight. I'd give it a interesting name, like the Imperial Route or something like that. But just, take a British Airways 747 across the entire empire that it once ruled. Would be cool, I think. But that is something for the far future. This was just a rough mock-up that I was working on. It's going to be long, no? Yes. This is inaccurate in some ways, and it'll need more stops and everything. But at current, it is 80,000 miles of distance, which, once I get all the routes plugged in and everything, this is easily going to be over 100,000 miles of distance we'd be flying. And this would probably get easily over 200 hours worth of flight. So this would be very much a very long stream ambition, which is why I'll be this is only happening once the PMG 747 is out and once I get a new computer, because there's a lot of flights on here that would be left on just my computer running for 12 plus hours. Heathrow to Toronto, about 8 hours. The final leg of the flight is Singapore to London Heathrow. That is I think that's about 18 hours. You'll stream over 200 hours. Damn. Yeah. So this would probably be something I start on a significant day, like Commonwealth Day maybe, and the goal would be to finish it before the next year. Because say I did let's count how many legs there is currently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And there's probably another 5 legs that I've missed in here somewhere, or let's round up to 50 legs. Say some streams, because they're shorter legs, I do 2 legs. And I do this once a week. This would definitely be a year's worth of flights, really. I'd make a playlist on YouTube and stuff with the whole stream catalogs and everything. But yeah, this is a long-term project that I would really like to do, because I've always kind of wanted to fly the entire globe on a special flight. I was planning to do the 2026 F1 calendar, but I just couldn't be bothered to keep up with it. Plus, with the new regulations, I could not be bothered to watch F1. So, yeah. And I was feeling a bit patriotic, and I'm like, you know what, screw it. We'll do an entire Imperial route with a 747. An entire year's worth of flights. But yeah, I digress. Long-term project. I'm looking forward to doing it. But still quite some time away. We got a company message. Let's see what they want. It's probably a company message from when I took off. And just did not read, because I'm lazy. Receive messages. SA ops. Cool, don't care. Top of descent is in... what time is it, Zulu? About an hour. I will be back in just a second. I'm gonna go get another cup of tea. So I will see you all in about 3 minutes or so. I'll probably also grab some biscuits. Alright, take care. Everyone else, also go get cups of tea. Tea is good. Tea is love. Tea is life. Hello, hello, hello. T-Broke, yes. Okay, back, Josh called. Welcome back, Zoe. Hope everything is all good. Hi, Veracity. Oh my god, Zoe is streaking. Thank you for the 5-stream streak, Zoe. You're wonderful. Finally, my chat works. Have to use a VPN. Why on earth? What? I'm not gonna question why you need a VPN. That's just Twitch being Twitch, I guess. But I'm glad you're here, Veracity. How was your stream? I hope it went well. Thanks for the ATC. When I saw the length of flight between Johannesburg and Cape Town, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that for a stream. Sounds good to me. Ad break is over. Welcome back, people. I probably shouldn't have started talking during an ad break. I'm an idiot. Lax to Brisbane. Who's doing LA to Brisbane? Josh is? Or you are? I know you're going LA to Brisbane for your flight back from America, but you're not there. I thought that was next year. It's probably some stupid IP block. Probably. Yeah, I can probably chuck that up to that. Yeah, I can. Cool. Ad break. Don't see the ads. Good. You should. I should fly LA to Brisbane. Oh, I do have an aircraft with that kind of range. That would be. Well, how long of a flight would LA to Brisbane be? 12 hours or so? I could do that. Depends where is your VPN mic on Twitch. No ads. Oh, nice. 12 to 13 hours, yeah. Perhaps some coming weekend I'll be able to set that off in the morning and land at night. Yeah, maybe. It might have to be a weekday. Maybe I should try to stretch my 737 or remove all the seats and try Fimp to what Perth. Fimp, which one's that? Is that Reunion? Well, Reunion's capital, Saint Marie or whatever it's called, is FM Foxtrot Mike Echo Echo. But Fimp, I think I've seen Mauritius. Yeah. I mean, if you remove all the seats and put in more fuel tanks and use every last foot of runway, you might just make it. Well, actually, no, you should be. Actually, now that I think about it, no, that should be fine to get to Perth. Mauritius is next to Reunion, if I remember correctly. And Reunion to Sydney was 10 hours in the 777. So. And it's 5 hours from Sydney to Perth. Yeah, no, that should be a perfectly acceptable flight. The 73 should be able to do that as a passenger run. With passengers on board, because WestJet does St. John's to... Yeah, that should be more than fine, because WestJet does St. John's to Dublin in the 7-3 with passengers. So yeah, that should be more than fine. With your baby, pretty little maybe, does your mother know that you're out? Bicky time. By the way, Zoe, in regards to LA to Brisbane, that is on my list of flights to do once I get the PMDG 747. I'm hoping to God that PMDG makes the SP variant. That would be absolutely spectacular. Because Qantas operated two 747 SPs, and they did Brisbane to LA and LA to Brisbane. Spectacular birds they were. Still recall. Do you have the A380? Yes and no. I have flown the A380. Wonderful. I think my computer would explode if I tried doing it again, because last time I tried doing it, oh, actually, I haven't tried it in the new simulator. I will install it and give it a check and see what the performance is like. I might be able to do that. I currently have the PMDG 777-200LR, which only really Air Canada flies, and Qatar. But I'll just chuck a United Airlines livery on, because United uses the 777-200. So yeah, I could. That was my original plan for when you said that. But I can see if I can do the A380. When we go to America again, I'm booking the A380. Very good choice. The A380 is beautiful. If you can, you should go. You should ask if you can see the cockpit and take pictures and show me. You'd have to fly through Sydney though to get the A380. Qantas doesn't operate the A380 out of Brisbane usually, I don't think. I love the room. Yeah. I think I said to you in the past, but yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I have a small amount of money that I have set aside. It's not much right now, but I'm slowly putting a bit of money into it. And I'm very glad I got the scholarship for uni, because that gives me even more money to have set aside for this. But I have a little bit of money set aside. So if Qantas one day says that they're going to be retiring the A380, I will have the money to fly to Sydney and then fly to Singapore on the Qantas A380, because that's the cheapest flight they offer with the A380 is Sydney to Singapore. And then I'd book the same, and then I'd stay over a night or 2 nights, because they would be then on to... Well, there actually might be another flight coming in the same day, because QFA2, but yeah. I'd then book the same flight, but back to Sydney instead of on towards London. Just that way, I would have the experience of being able to fly on an A380. I I also have a I also have a plan to hopefully have the money and time that I'll be able to visit Europe, even if just for a week. But I just want to have the money set aside so if Lufthansa says they're going to retire the 747-8s, that I can go. It's so stupid. I can fly to Singapore, get on a Lufthansa 747, and fly to Europe. Just that way I've been on a 747 before they retired from commercial service. And then I'd then probably see a few friends in Europe, and then fly back to Singapore on the 747. Is it completely stupid and not worth my money to go for a day trip to fly on a plane? Yeah, probably. Do I still want to do it? Absolutely. I'm hating Twitch now. That is understandable. Twitch is a pain in the ass. If it wasn't for the chat integrations, I wouldn't stream on Twitch. Perth to Sydney, Sydney to LA. Yes. Very nice. I hope when you do go, I hope you have a wonderful trip. Just to see me. I mean, depending on when, depending if Lufthansa says it in a time I have money to actually go to Europe and have a holiday, yeah, I will come to Czechia and see you, Kiki. If not, I'll be like, hey, Kiki, I'm going to be in Frankfurt for one day. Meet me there. I can take train to Frankfurt, that's good. Yes, yes. But is it probably very stupid to spend money, thousands on top, thousands of dollars, to just be able to say I've been on an A380 or say I've been on a 747? Yes. It's absolute lunacy. Still gonna do it though. Which Frankfurt? You think you've gotten me on this one? Frankfurt am Main, not Frankfurt and Oder. And Oder? I can't remember how to say the second Frankfurt, but not the old timey heritage Frankfurt and Oder or something like that. Frankfurt am Main. I'd be stopping off in Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot, otherwise known as Frankfurt Flughafen. Frankfurt am Main Flughafen. I would travel halfway across the world for Project Sunrise. Stupid financially, but worth it. Yes. Project Sunrise, I'm so excited for. I'm hoping to God that I have the money at some point to fly the A380 to London, then Project Sunrise back. Because Project Sunrise is so cool. Qantas recently released a statement about how much it's going to cost. If I remember correctly, they said it's going to be like 20% more expensive than other fares. I don't know how they've calculated that out to be financially worth it for the average traveler. But hey, I'll bloody do it. I don't know. I'll spend the money. Non-stop London Heathrow, not non-stop Kingsford Sydney Kingsford Smith to London Heathrow. Hell yeah! I want to fly to Lisbon for a week in September or October. That would be cool. Sounds certainly good fun. I mean, yeah, there's just so many different flights I'd love to take. I have nowhere near the money for it, but still, it would be awesome. Me and Josh, no kids, no family, 26, 20, 26,500 return. Is that for your entire flight and itinerary? Or just to LA back to Perth? 26.5 grand Australian. Jesus Christ. Is that. I'm gonna hope to God that's at least premium economy or business. There's no way that's just there and back. Please tell me that's business or something, because last time I checked, I could get to Vancouver and return for about 22 first class. There, okay, that's why it's 26.5 grand. It's first fucking class. I had to check if I could even go to a different country in a train from my shell. I can't get to a different country from train from where I live. I wonder why. Maybe it's because I'm an island. You never know. Ooh, first class. Yeah, yeah. Let me check how much it would actually cost me to. Right now, if I wanted to do my stupid little stunt of fly to Sydney and then fly to Singapore. On the A380. How stupid of an idea is that? You can, but you will be a little wet. Yeah, that's a fair point. Very fair point. Aha. I'd have to specify Sydney. Hang on. Ignoring where I'm from. If I went Sydney to there. There we go. I would need to take like 5 trains to get into Germany. That's fair. Okay, so Sydney to Singapore on the A380 is about $700 for economy. So including other flights, I'm probably looking at 2 grand just to do that, just to do the stupid little flight to fly on the A380. Damn. Skill issue, you can go to Britain by train. The only thing that is stopping you is not having enough tunnels. That is a fair point. 26,845 is the A380. Damn, that's a lot. Flying, Zoe, if you know, flying Perth to Sydney, what would you be on for that? I'm presuming that would be either a 7.3 or a A321. I'm not sure if you'd be. I mean, you could maybe get on the 7.8 that does Sydney, Perth, London, but not sure. Oh, goodness. I don't know. Many plans, not enough money. That's life, I suppose. I only need 4 to get to the big Frankfurt. Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles in der Welt. And only 2 to get to Berlin. I think I'd have to take 3 flights to get to Berlin, to be honest. Hang on. Bundaberg, Brisbane, Singapore, Frankfurt, Berlin. Because I don't think there's anything Singapore to Berlin. So, yeah, I'd have to take 4 flights to get to Berlin. 3 to Frankfurt. Because, I don't think... From Singapore, I don't think there's any direct Berlin. Berlin's not a major hub, I don't think. It's also not that expensive. Oh, that's nice at least. I'm back. Yes. Hello, Veracity. I would have loved to have flown on a Qantas 747. That would have been immaculate. Just immaculate. Unfortunately, Qantas was a pussy and didn't buy the 747-800. Yeah, it's chaos here. Yeah. Ooh, I will need 45, depends what time. Negotiating with... Ah, damn. That, well, I hope you can get that all sorted out, Veracity. Which is and definitely be a pain in the ass to deal with. Isn't it cool to be able to travel the whole continent cheaply and fast? Stop rubbing it in. I get it. Australia's big and not cheap. Well, it turns out to my Wi-Fi. Oh, interesting. Turns out to be my Wi-Fi. Interesting. Oh, we've got a message from. Oh. Well, would you look at that? South African Centre just came online. We are tuning to 128.325. 128.325. There we go. I'll quickly check my phone to see what I call these guys. I'll catch up on chat in 1 second. Sorry, everyone. South Africa. I just call it South Africa's control. There you go. South Africa control Springbok 4014 with you at flight level 340.
Paul 014 South Africa control, good day sir. Radar identified flight level 340 under radar control, route direct ERDAS.
Clear direct ERDAS, flight level 340, Springbok 4014. Cool. We have now got ATC. That's awesome. Okay,
Good day, I don't know what is it.
Don't add salt to the wound. Yeah. You're lucky I like planes. There are a few off the top of my head. There is the Airbus A3.
Control, good day sir, score
they operate the 330 on that route. I did not realize that. Boeing 738 and Max. Max 8. Yeah. I'd imagine the Max is Virgin though, because Qantas doesn't operate the Max. But thank you, Zoe. It's literally cheaper outside the continent than within. Yep. Same here in Australia, basically. How long till you're landing? That's how bad it is for me, at least. Yeah. I'll be landing in about an hour? Yeah, about an hour. Yeah, it is Virgin something, I'm not sure.
3, thank you. Identify flight level 350.
Yeah, it is Virgin something, I'm not. Yeah. It's something I am. I mean, what? The wind. The wind, man. The wind. I will say, Veracity, it is a shame what South African Airways has become. It used to be such a beautiful giant with 747s, and then it just kind of collapsed. There was a jet stream around there. Yeah.
KLM 103, are you able to accept direct routing Charlie India 19er?
And then there was Brain. Why is Brain not working? South Africa was mismanaged. It really was. I mean, it's a government. It's owned by the government. Government controlled things are gonna fail. Yeah. Blatant corruption. Yeah.
FM KLM 103, are you able to accept
I don't remember the
direct
name
routing
of
to
the
Charlie India
flight, but I remember
19er
seeing
waypoint on the
a
ILS
document.
419
BOB
Cape
going
Town?
for lunch. All right, Kiki, enjoy your lunch. Take care. Let me see if I can find what flight it was, because I was fascinated by it when I watched the
FM
documentary
can
about it.
expect the ILS approach for runway 19er. Are you able to accept the routing direct to Charlie India 19er?
Okay, Roger, Charlie India 19, KLM 103.
KLM 103, redirect Charlie India 19er.
Charlie India 19, KLM 103.
Where is it? There we go. I should rewatch this video. South African 295. It was a video I watched a while ago, and I was just fascinated by it. How do I share? I'm gonna share that button there. It is a shame what happened to it, and I do hope someday we find out. But yeah, the giant is basically just suffer domestically. Yeah, yeah. That's the video I watched, and it's what got me more interested in South African Airways and stuff like that, as well as just the sick as hell call sign. Springbok's awesome. Internationally, I think Airlink is already doing it better than SAA. Yeah. My favorite plane in history has to be the Republic XF A4H Thunder Screech. Very good plane. Very good plane. I'm much more civilian side of aviation, so I much more prefer like the Boeing 747 and Airbus A380.
Yeah. 452 Alpha Red identified passing flight level 100 under radar control.
The A380 is awesome and everything, but you can't beat the 747. And I cannot wait to get my hands on a good one, the simulator. It's gonna be awesome. 900 sonic booms a minute. Yep. It's just perfect. Concorde was also spectacular. Personally, in narrow bodies, Embraer is my favorite. I can agree with that. I love the A320 family. But when it comes to regional narrow bodies, I absolutely agree with you. The Bombardier C Series / Airbus A320 is beautiful. But there's just something about the Embraer E-Jet family that I adore. Concorde was good until it wasn't. Yeah, sadly so. Sadly so. the new Concorde, the Boom Supersonic Overture, I don't see that being a commercial success. I don't see it even entering service, to be honest with you. And even if it does enter service, I don't think it's going to be very good. Hopefully the XB1 progresses into something. Yeah, like, I can see why people are hopeful for it, but at the same time, Concorde, if it can do one, yeah. Like, 1.4, yeah.
KLM 105, contact Cape Town area 125.1, cheers.
Like,
125.1
I can see why, like, yeah, boomless, exactly. If it's boomless, it could do stuff. If it's not boomless, that it's gonna fail. Because Concorde was good, but it was so stupidly expensive to run.
Springbok 4014, contact Cape Town area 125.1, cheers.
125.1, thanks for the AC, Springbok 4014.
No worries, yeah.
125.4. 125.1, sorry, not decimal 4. Concorde is the one plane I wish I got the chance to fly on. Literally, I would have given anything to be able to fly on it, but it was retired before I was even born. Let's just quickly check what their title is. They are not even up on my radar. There they are. Cape Town area.
Springbok 4014, Cape Town area.
Cape Town area, Springbok 4014.
Springbok 4014, Cape Town area. Good afternoon to you. You are correct. Inbound flight level 340.
Select error at us, flight level 340, Springbok 4014. That's a neat little thing about South African ATC that I never realized before, because this is my first time flying here, is that they, no matter, whenever you go into a new controller, they will say clear direct to the waypoint you're going to. Unless maybe I filed the wrong flight plan. If so, I do apologize to the controllers dealing with me. The best meaningful gains, I believe, live at Mark 1.8. Accelerating past takes too much fuel. Exactly, yeah. I could have flown on it, but too scared to officially retire. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's because a airspace structure is kind of bonkers now.
103.
Huh.
When
Fascinating.
ready, descend to flight level 200. Already descending to 200, KLM 103.
What? Arrivals and departures all suspended. So there's no, like, Johannesburg departure and arrival. What? Yes, just radar vectors? The fuck? Why? How does that make the slightest bit of sense? Terrain compliance. I guess that makes sense, but still. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a car, train, plane, and boat. No, I just don't want Josh owning a plane. That is completely understandable. Hopefully we'll have new stars. Hopefully that would be very good. But no, I understand that, Zoe. He already goes plane speed in a car. So I don't think he needs an actual plane. Just strap some wings to the GTR. Hopefully this time next year I have my pilot's license, but you never know. I mean, if I'm ever over in Perth, or if yous are over in Queensland, and I have my pilot's license, I'll, almost home, give or take 3 to 4 hours. That's good. Well, I hope you get home and can sit your feet up for a little bit at least. That's nice, though. But I mean, yeah, if either you or Josh want to go for a flight and I have my pilot's license, I'll take you up if you want. Then tomorrow we fly to Sydney. Damn. Wait, so are you going to America this week? Working on my license too. Very nice. I cannot wait to fly, to be honest. It is going to be so cool. Hopefully I can do this for a living. No, next year. Ah, yeah. I thought you were going next year, but I'm like, wait. So what? If you don't mind me asking, why are you flying to Sydney? I swear the first thing I'll do is fly a Cessna around the world. That would be sick. Flying a Cessna around the world would be sick. I don't know if you saw Veracity, but there was I think they're on a DA-40. Two English guys took a DA-40 across the North Atlantic, and flew it all the way over to Boston for the World Cup. Josh has an event on Sunday. Well, I hope the event goes well. Yes, I did. Yeah, that was cool. It's so cool. Yes. One thing I'd love to do one day, a Diamond DA-42 has the range to do Shell Harbour, New South Wales, Australia, to, I can't remember, I think it was an airport near Auckland. It has the range to cross the ditch. And I think that would be super cool to either hopefully one day buy or just rent a DA-42 and fly all the way across the ditch to New Zealand and back. My dream plane is the DA-40. The DA-40 is beautiful. I don't know, I'm getting a mother instinct like something is going to happen. That's understandable. Ooh, Veracity, you might like this. In my uni degree that I'm currently doing, assuming I get into next year because I have to pass an interview for that, but if I do, one of my assessments for my license is to complete a cross-country. Obviously cross-country, not cross-country for those people that are not aware what a cross-country is. I think it's a flight that exceeds 80 nautical miles. VFR, that is. I would love, I mean, it's well over 80 nautical miles, but I would love to do, from where I live in Bundaberg, Queensland, I mean, I don't mind saying that, there's 200,000 people here, good luck finding me, to, why not Brain? To Longreach to get to the Qantas Museum, because I would love to go look at the, Lockheed Super Constellation and the 747 out there. That would be beautiful. So I'm hoping that I can do that and fly myself out there sometime next year or the year after. I'm gonna nip off for 5. I'm gonna request 5 minutes out cockpit. And how long till we get to the top of descent? 52, so about 12 minutes. So I'll just rest 5 minutes out. Springbok 4014 requesting 5 minutes out of cockpit.
Approved. Report back.
Report back, Springbok 4014. Welcome back, Kiki. Hope your food is good. I will be back in about 5 minutes. I just need to run and quickly get a few things done before we start our descent. Bundaberg, good drink. It is. It is a great drink. I have not had one in a while. I've been meaning to buy some. Delicious. Yes. I will be back in about 5 minutes.
KLM 103, descend to flight level 090.
090, KLM 103.
Hello everyone, I am back. Springbok 4014 back on frequency.
Springbok 4014, welcome back. When ready, descend to flight level 200.
When ready, descend flight level 200, Springbok 4014. Oh, goodness me. I didn't get everything done that I needed to do, but I am back. Hang on. Let me catch up on chat. Yes, so good, very nice. What are you having for lunch? Mashed potatoes and meatballs, delicious. Love that song. I don't know what song it was, sorry. What the fuck, James Earl Jones? What? What? No. We can't have two James Earl Jones. Oh, he's been dead for a while. Oh, that's okay. I was gonna say if two good people died so closely, I was gonna throw hands. But he died 2024. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I don't keep up with celebrities. Damn, tower and ground logged off in Cape Town. That's a rip. Oh, goodness me. Ugh, I've got another cup of tea. Made sure I got that at least.
KLM 103, descend to altitude 5,000 feet. The Cape Town QNH is 1020.
Neither do I. Neither do I. I have trouble keeping up with my own family. Yeah, that's fair. Let's get the performance calculation done for arrival. QNH is 1020. Temperature 18 degrees. Beautiful. Wind 130 at 8 knots. Barrowmans, I have not a clue. Let's see if my charts want to load. My charts want to load. Thank fuck. Star arrival, we're doing the address 1 Bravo. Yeah, 1 Bravo. ILS Zulu 19 right. I might just pause this after this song, as we'll be getting close to our arrival. Cat 1, Cat 2 arrival 1140. 0 Barrow. There we go. There we go. What a lovely flight. Might have to fly in South Africa some more. lovely ATC, good views, it's sunshine, that's something. Really, Kiki? I literally just had a drink. God damn it. Vodka martini shaken, not stirred. Yes, come fly. Yes, I will, I will. I mean, like I was saying, you might want to try Seychelles too. That would be fun. I have been wanting to fly to the Seychelles. I've also been wanting to fly to Reunion again. I enjoyed my flight from Reunion to Sydney, so maybe Johannesburg to Reunion. Challenging approach into Seychelles? Ooh. Well, in that case, maybe next week I schedule in a Seychelles flight. Especially runway 13. Ooh. Something I have been meaning to do. Top of descent reach. I just completely whiffed my top of the drop.
KLM 103, descent to altitude 3,000 feet, clears for ILS approach, runway 19.
Whoops. Well, let me get the music stopped. There we go. I've been meaning to do Saint Martin on stream sometime. That happens so much on Airbus. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do top of drop. I don't know it yet. Yeah. Which is a pain because I want to get a 7. I kind of want to get the another 7.3. But at the same time, I just prefer flying the Airbus for for everything else. So it's very challenging to decide if I should get a 7.3 or not. In the 7.3, it will descend for you once you're. Yeah. I usually press the button slightly early. Yeah. Usually I do, but to be honest, I kind of forgot about, top of drop. Yeah, why is Brian not wanting to work? Eventually on stream, I will do Saint Martin on stream, and I plan to do the mountain approach, the runway 24, I think it is 24, 21, 23. I think it's 24, runway 24 Saint Martin. Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, exactly. I have a friend, Nathan Plains, who streams. Go follow him. But he does VATSIM. In the Otter. Probably not in the Otter. Probably just in the A320. The A320, because it's bigger, would be interesting. I mean, if PMDG makes the 747 SP, I'll do it in the SP. I doubt PMDG will make the SP. But one can dream, okay? One can dream.
KLM 103, runway 19.
Max braking immediately. Literally.
At 8, clear land.
Split lander runway 19, split lander runway 19, KLM 103.
Springbok 4014, descend to flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Springbok 4014. Down to 90. There we go. Cool. Yeah, literally max braking, yeah. I don't know. Part of me says I should get the 737 MAX. The iFly seems wonderful. But I never really flew the PMDG 736 that I have. And so it makes me question, would I actually enjoy flying a 7.3? Ads starting in 3 minutes, sorry everyone. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Right now, I'm currently debating between the Fokker 100 from Just Flight and waiting for the Synaptic A320. Maybe try flying the 736 first. Yeah. How's ponies? Ponies were good. They were good. But yeah, I don't know. I need to stop spending so much money on flight sim. So currently I'm working on the idea of one more plane this year and then just buy airports for a while. Because I don't really have any airports. I have Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Auckland, and Toronto. That's the only payware sceneries I have. I've currently spent less than $100 on X-Plane. I've spent way too much money, is the answer I'm going to give, because I don't know how much exactly. It's over this year, in planes alone, planes and scenery, I would have spent $300. $100 for the Fenix, $100 for the A340-600, and about $100 worth of sceneries. So yeah, about $300 this year alone. I've definitely got my...
Springbok 4014, leave Airdash heading 270.
Left heading 270, Springbok 4014.
Springbok 4014, negative after Airdash. Leave Airdash heading 270.
Apologies, after Dash 270, Springbok 4014. Never mind, I'm an idiot and cannot follow instructions apparently. Just follow that. Cool. X-Plane, no airports by Lego. X-Plane has so many free airports, and I would say they're almost payware quality. Damn. There's a lot of freeware airports for Microsoft Flight Sim. Just some can be quite intensive, and so I don't really spend my time worrying about them. I tend to start stuttering in the paywares I do have, especially Auckland. Auckland's quite heavy. So currently I'm just kind of skirting around the edge of just trying to save some performance. Like right now I'm running at 20 FPS. Oh, there we go. Let's bring these in. Leave Erdas at 270. Only disadvantage is the absolute load of scenery libraries. Yeah. 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 The thing about X-Plane, 20th person, you're booted of VATSIM. Damn. Really? Less than 20 FPS and you're booted off VATSIM on X-Plane. That's wild. Okay. Sometimes I can have frame drops that drop me down to like 5 FPS. It's only for like a few seconds, but still. $17k points, want to have fun? I don't know what I have. I've forgotten what my redeems are. Hang on, let me look. Go, do whatever you'd like. I don't know.
KLM 103, welcome to Cape Town, taxi Bravo, stand of choice, have a great day.
Thank you, Central Bravo.
Not much, I need more names. Yeah, I know I need to work on that, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. I have a decent few that I'm happy with. They don't get used much, but yeah. I'm happy with the little selection. Yeah, baby. Fun few little movie ones, you know? I'm happy with them. Man, I know I've ranted on about it a lot today, but when PMGG releases that 747, even if it's the classics first, VATSIM's going to be so full of them, it's going to be beautiful. Like, I'm hoping to God, and that's what she said. Yeah, love The Office, but I'm hoping I have the new computer by then, so that way I can get like a big payware main hub airport like London Heathrow or JFK, because loading into there with full ATC, 30 747s on the ground going across the globe, that's going to be the most beautiful thing ever. Like, it's gonna. I don't have words for it. It's just going to be perfection. Also, I need more craft coins. Yeah, I'm trying to stream more. Okay, okay. Let's go to heading. And we will start that and 270. I can hear a dog at my door, but I don't want to open the door. Because it doesn't sound close enough to actually be my door. So I'm confused. What's the one for 5k points? Watch your profanity. I cannot swear for 15 minutes. Or maybe half an hour. I can't remember what I said it for. I realize that I don't swear much on stream anyway, so it's kind of pointless, but still. Fuck, there you go. Yeah, literally. Oh no, I don't want that. Yeah. Hey, there's the coast. I see water. And that in theory means airport somewhere over this way? Airport somewhere over that way. Airport, maybe. I don't know, never been to Cape Town. I'm back. Welcome back, Veracity. I'm currently questioning. Ah, they just gave me direct into there. Beautiful. That is perfectly fine with me. Shouldn't be too hard to spot. Yeah. Hang on, if I go extend that out there, it is off about 240 degrees. That means, in theory, that should be where the airport is. That should be about the airport. Flying through Cape Town IRL. Ooh, very nice. Constraints are kind of pointless because constraints. There you go. Honestly, don't know. Yeah, we'll extend our thing. If you want to see me go nuts, tell me not to swear for a certain amount of time. I'll be climbing the walls. I can imagine. Yeah. For some weird reason, that's something I really don't understand about myself. In real life, I swear like a trooper, but the second I go on stream, I stop swearing, and I honestly could not tell you why I do that. Most vivid thing I remember is my instructor yanking the yoke to prevent a level bust. Ah, fair. Sorry about being quiet then. I just had to talk with me mum. Um, it hits hard the first time you're actually flying a real aircraft. Oh, I can imagine. I have gone for a introductory flight where basically they just sit you in the seat, you fly around a little bit, have good fun, but you don't actually get to fly around too much. I start my training in March next year, hopefully. There might be a conference thing in.
Block 4014, continue the descent to altitude 5,000 feet. The Cape Town QNH is 1020.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 1020, Springbok 4014. 5,000, there we go. Might be a conference thing in the back of your mind. You don't want people to look down on you if you swear. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, don't swear in company, It's bad taste. I got to fly from rotation until final. Oh, very nice. The falling sensation is real though. Yeah. I remember when the instructor I was with, when I went for the introduction flight, he said, if I feel sick, tell them immediately and we can go down. I didn't feel sick at any point. I was overwhelmed with absolute joy of being in the air, but still quite funny.
Springbok 4014, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, turn left heading 220, cleared for the ILS approach, runway 19.
Descend 3,000 feet, left turn 220, clear approach ILS 19, Springbok 4014. I'll just bring that over to this, bring that down, there we go. I am very, very high. Approach mode, LS and LS. I did not realize how high I ended up getting. Establish localizer. We'll just descend until we capture the glide slope. Me on the other hand, take me as I am or not at all. That's completely fair, yeah. I did feel maybe slightly sick, but could ignore it. Yeah, exactly. I don't change myself for him. Yeah, that's a good trait to have. I mean, I was raised to, like, you can say whatever you like at home, but if you're over at someone's place or in company, just
King 4014, runway 19, the wind 130 at 8, clear to land.
clear land, runway 19, Springbok 4014. Yeah, just don't swear, in front of guests and everything, which I think is a good rule to have. I don't change myself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There we go. We will turn on seatbelts and all our landing lights. And I'm honestly not sure why that's commanding such a fast speed. We need to slow immediately. We'll slow to 200 immediately, and I believe because we're at about 250 knots, I should be able to deploy the gear to increase drag. I need more drag now. This is a very bad approach. Do not do this. I didn't notice you were that fast. Yeah, I have lost track of this approach very much. I am behind the aircraft, which is never a good thing to be. But if you drop the gear fast enough, it's fine. Now, I suck at landing, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, of course, you need to drop it speed even more. I don't know what my final approach speed is. It's probably like 140 or something. So I'll just drop it down to like 142. Performance, approach, final 139. There we go. 100 above. Yeah, I know speed brake's still extended. Speed brake can become back in. There we go. Beautiful. Autopilot off. There we go, that's fine. Falling on the glide a little bit. Bit off. Yep. Pull up a little bit. There we go. Everything's fine, everything's fine. I will catch up on chat once we're on the ground. Sorry, everyone. Now, I think we have to vacate to the right. There off to the right at the field, you can see the KLM that was coming in before us. Bit off center, but that's fine. Correcting. Very high, but that's fine. Oh, goodness, left. Yep, that was not a good landing, but I knew that was coming anyway, so. We'll use medium reverse thrust. Reverse disabled, 80 knots, there we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get my Elvatex over here so I can actually see what the frick I'm doing.
Springer 4014, welcome to Cape Town, taxi Bravo, standard choice, have a great day.
Taxi Bravo, standard choice, thanks for the AC, Springbok 4014. There we go, we will end off the chrono. Bravo to standard choice. We'll just go park up next to that, KLM, I think. There we go, that off. We will turn lights off, that off, wing off, that down to that. We will turn on the APU. There we go. That reminds me of the 737 rule of thumb, missing top of descent, fastest right descent, 340 knots, Mach 0.81, super angular, Stego's angle 220 knots, flap 5, speed brakes, out, gear down. Ah, interesting. I actually need to do some flying for once. Yeah, flying is good fun. Flaps all the way up. Speed brakes are in. Landing system and flight directors off. Constraints can come off. That's all good. We will bring that down to that. 5 hours and 5 hours. 5 hours. 1 hour 54 airtime. That is all good. We need to turn weather radar off. There we go. We will open up GSX. Select from map. There we go. You can't see this because light. We'll select that one over there. Select. No, I do not need to follow me. South African Airways. There we go. We'll clear that. APU is available. We'll turn on APU bleed. There we go. Clark, which is your offline because you like it like that. Well, what to turn back? I don't know. I mean, I prefer smooth landings because, you know, you get to gloat. I mean, he's not wrong on some marks. There we go. There we go. But it's been good fun flying in South Africa, and definitely once so that one over there, yep. Definitely once PMG releases 747, South Africa will be a staple of my roster. I'll be flying here a lot in the 747, Qantas 747, South African 747. I mean, I love the old South African livery that used to be on the 747s.
Good afternoon, MS452 Alpha with you.
Emirates 452 Alpha, Cape Town area, good afternoon to you. You're cleared inbound of flight level 340. Redirect position ERDAS. After ERDAS, expect radar vectors for the ILS approach runway 19.
There you go, good enough parking. Parking brake on.
And redirect to ERDAS, and after
Engines
ERDAS,
off.
expecting radar vectors for the ILS on 19er for Emirates 452 Alpha, thanks.
You can tell an answer once you're there, yeah. Where should I control next? Ooh, good question, you never... Yeah. Hey, I got the dancing guy because I parked good enough. Let's open GSX. Request deboarding. Deboard, there we go. I don't know. I'm never good at making these decisions. Up and aft cargo. You should be doing that yourself. Let me just double check. Aft cargo, there we go. Open aft and forward cargo, there we go. And you're about to ask for door 1 left, and we'll connect the GPU. There we go. Your belt signs can come off. Oh, I remember the last time I asked you for flying advice. Yeah, I'm not good at it. I really am not good at it. There we go. Hang on, let me enter the pretty camera. There we go. We'll get a picture of Calum in the background. And we'll get a little picture. I mean, the South African livery is quite nice, I will say. I wonder if I can perfectly get it lined up as if I'm... yeah. Yeah, I can't be bothered to fiddle with that. There you go. But, let's see who we can raid into. Let's go raid someone who's currently live doing ATC on VATSIM, because we love a bit of VATSIM. Let's just make sure I get the name right. Thank you everyone who was here. It has been wonderful chatting with you, hanging out, talking about planes and all that jazz. I will catch you all another next week on Monday for some shenanigans. And please go send your love over to Basic Service. Absolutely wonderful person doing some ATC over in Jakarta. I'll catch you again Monday. Take care, everyone. Love you all.